So let's give you a better look at exactly how it works. I'm cutting these at 44.5. Hear that? Nice and smooth. Hey, happy Saturday. How we doing? Let's go see what we're working on today. So we got a 2.5 single overhead cam Subaru 2002. I guess the mechanic was pulling it into the shop to do some maintenance on it, and the timing belt just snapped right when he was pulling into the bay. These two valves are bent, I can see that. Let me check the rest of them and see what we got to do to repair this, and then we'll surface them. So in order to vacuum test this, I find what I call the sweet spot on the cam, where everything is on the base circle and none of the valves are opening. Then I can vacuum test it. So, and I got this one in the same spot. Okay, let's start off with this head that has bent intake. These exhausts aren't going to be bent on this one because the intakes are bent. That's good. Let's check this exhaust. Hope you're in frame. Good. Maybe my arm was in the way. Okay, here's the other head. I'm going to do the exhaust on this one since it's got the little pad on it. Good. Good. Now I got to change out pads. So this little pad fits in between the exhausts here. This bigger pad wouldn't have fit, but I need it for the intakes. And this just unscrews. And then you drop it on the ground like that. This has rubber on one side. So let me do the intakes. You guys see? I see. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. So when I popped this bolt out to put into the other head, the cam must have turned a little bit. Yeah, it did. Okay, there we go. Now let's try it. No, those valves are bent. Oh, that one's good. Maybe I didn't have it on all the way here. Oh yeah, we're good. I wasn't holding it all the way on. This intake test is a little low. Sometimes it gets a little crap between the valve and the seat, which would immediately blow out of there after it starts running. I suspect that's what's going on because I don't see a mark from it hitting the piston. Let me check it now. Yeah, that's good. So we got two bent valves. So let me pop this rocker shaft off. I don't know if this gun has enough guts or not. Nah, let me go get air. Hang on. Oops. I don't need to loosen that one. And I don't need to drop my socket. Now I can get them valves out. I'm going to use a hammer and a socket. Don't do this if you're going to reuse the valve. You'll put a dent in the stem. Well, let's go see how bent they are. I was going to put it in the valve grinder, but look. No good. I've got some good used ones, I got to go look for them in the shop. I'll be right back. Okay, I found a couple valves. Let me glass bead them. Boy, I really like this new grate I put in last Sunday. Nothing will fall down through that hole anymore. All right, I'm going to face them in my Subaru valve grinder, model 2075. Before I face them, I'm going to butt the tips of them. Okay, before I face the valve, I want to show you how I dress the stone. The stone has to be nice and sharp or else you get a crappy finish. So this is a diamond, just tightening it down here. towards that. Reel out. Now you want to run oil on the diamond so it doesn't get hot. It won't really get hot on this, but like you grind a crank or something, the diamond will really get hot and grow. Okay, turn the machine on. Now don't run the chuck. When you're dressing, don't run the chuck. You'll get chatter on the stone. So here we go. I'm going to come in and find it here. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to feed it in just a little bit and go really slow across that wheel. Really slow. Okay, then I'll reel out. Swing the diamond back. Now I got to fit this into the chuck. So I'm going to tighten it up. Now I'm going to turn it and re-chuck it. I want to bring it out just a little bit, so I got to set the stop over here. So I'm going to rotate it by hand here. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so now back here, I rotate it to get this Allen where I could get a hold of it. Loosen it. I'm going to push this stop. There's a stop here. So that every time you put a valve in, it lands in the same spot and you won't run into the stone. And now I'm ready to face it. I lied, I'm not ready to face it. You always got to re-chuck this thing. There we go. Now I'm going to turn the oil on here. Now the chuck won't come on because I turned it off. So there's a switch down here. I'll turn it on. Now when I go over the stone, it automatically turns a micro switch and that valve turns. I really can't see very well. You guys are in the way. Yeah, listen for it to be nice and smooth. Second one. I'm cutting these at 44 and a half. Reel into this one. Hear that? Nice and smooth. Shut her down. Okay, I might as well grind the seats. So I picked out a Pilot. You know, these things would seat. I'll bet you. Here, wait. Let me get the vacuum gauge. I bet you they'll seat. Want to bet? Anybody want to take a bet? Bet you a 12-pack of beer. Hang on. Let me get that vacuum gauge. Okay, here we go. I have not checked this. Hey, if I lose, I get to drink some of that beer I'm going to give you. But I ain't going to lose. Here we go. Yeah, see, it's feeling great. Zoom in there. You see that? For those of you that bet me and lost, I prefer Pabst. Make sure it's cold. And no, it's not beer time right now. Beer time's at 6 o'clock. Okay, I got a stone. Let me dress it. Let me show you how to dress it. So this is a stone dresser over there. Way over there. There we go. It just goes on here. It's already set on 45. I have an exhaust fan. Done. And this is a diamond, just like the diamond on the ground. There you go. Looks good. Well, that's some camera action there, huh? There we go. I'm just going to bump these. Just barely. Perfect. Okay, here's a 30. I'm just going to touch this. That 45 is about the right width already. I'm just breaking that top angle. Alright, that's got to fit tight. There we go, a couple seats. Now that's kind of a 2-angle valve job. Not even really a 2-angle, because I just barely touched that 30. There's no room for a 60. So let me get it in surfacer now. So even though that timing belt broke on the way into the service bay, this job came in because it blew the head gasket here and here. So this vehicle had gotten overheated. It had a heat tab on it, and you could see the center of it's melted out. It's supposed to look like this. So a lot of people like to talk smack about Subarus and how crappy of an engine they are. Subaru builds a great engine. The problem with the Subaru engines, they used a single sheet gasket instead of a multi-layer gasket. Now if you get a turbo car, it has the triple layer. Don't use a factory head gasket on a Subaru. It won't hold up. It's single sheet. You need a multi-layer sheet, MLS gasket. So let me get this thing surfaced. Okay, I got it in the surfacer. Let me turn it on and send her down the road. Okay, I'm running on high speed. That's a really light pass. Not even hitting over here. There we go, now it's hitting all the way across. See here, all the heat's generated on this side of the head. Let's do it now. Okay, here we go, we're coming back at it. This is not going to clean it. And just coming off the end. Let's give it another foul. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. I don't think it's going to clean, but let's give it a shot. Hit it with some oil. Little spray. Hang on. I had to stop filming, get that thing to spray. Let's see where we're at in the middle. Okay, we're coming up on the middle. Hey, it's looking good so far. Okay, just coming off the end. Speed it up. The head clears the table. All right, I got the second head in here. I'm gonna try to make a lighter cut on this first pass. There we go, this is a really, really light cut. Less than last time. Just like the last head. The first pass on the last head was a little heavier than this pass. So this gives you a better look at exactly how it worked. That's a pound and a half. So we'll stay on fast speed. There you go, it's coming back at it. And off the end. So I'm going to take a thou on the way back. That's going to leave me half on the way back and then half in for the final. So let's see here, we got cutter height on 0. Let's see what it is in the middle. I have another thou to take off of this to match the other head. Oh here, we already cleaned. You see we're right on the thou there, or 0. Yeah, this head wasn't as warped as the other one. So I'll do a half. And send her back. I'll stay on high till I ride back. Here we go, coming at it again. And off the end. And a half. And now we're going to head back. I'm going to slow this down. Hang on. That's how fast it's running. Okay, we're just coming across the middle. I've run oil on this last pass. It's got WD-40 on it. There we go, just coming off the end. Let me get them valves in there. Now we'll speed it up. That's max speed there as soon as it settles down. Turn it off. Now let me turn it off. So this thing's been through the wash. The customer tried to seal that head gasket with stop leak. Don't use stop leak. This stuff's hard to get out of the head and the block as well. I mean, this has been through my wash. Look. Then I put them valves back in. Okay, here we go. Okay, I marked these to let them know to adjust them. One last thing. I squirt oil in here. And in here. So the can's not dry. Ideally, the customer will take out the seal and the plug in the back. I was talking about this seal. There might be water behind it. It really needs to be removed. Here you go, a couple Subaru heads ready for the customer. There you go, a couple Subaru heads for your Subaru Saturday. Hey, thanks for coming along, you guys. Come back and see me tomorrow. I'll be in here doing something. In the meantime, you guys be nice to each other. Enjoy your Saturday night. Bye.